I was sitting on my couch late one evening, wrapped in a blanket with my laptop perched on my knees, when the notification chimed. A voice memo. From Daniel, my fiancé. My first thought was sweet. Maybe it was one of those casual, tender messages he sometimes sent when he was too tired to type. But then I noticed something strange. It wasn't addressed to me. I hesitated. My heart beat a little faster as I pressed play. The moment his voice filled the room, I knew instantly it wasn't meant for me. His tone was unguarded, casual, almost conspiratorial, the kind of voice he only used when speaking to his older sister, Emma. He started talking about me. About our relationship. Honestly, he sighed, I don't even know if she's the right one. She's too much sometimes. I feel like I'm suffocating. I love her, but I don't know if it's enough. Don't tell her, obviously. I don't want to break her heart before the wedding. I'll figure it out. I froze. Every word cut into me like glass. My hands shook so violently I almost dropped the phone. This was the man I had agreed to marry. The man who slipped a diamond ring onto my finger and promised me forever. And yet, here he was, pouring doubts into his sister's ear, doubts about me. About us. I couldn't breathe. My mind spun. A storm of anger, humiliation, and heartbreak welled up inside me. I wanted to scream. I wanted to call him immediately and demand an explanation. But instead, I sat there, replaying the memo, hoping I had misheard. Each replay only deepened the truth. He was unsure, and he was hiding it. The following days were agony. Every time I looked at him, I heard his words echoing in my head. She's too much. I don't know if it's enough. My chest tightened whenever he smiled at me, whenever he reached for my hand, whenever he talked about our wedding plans as if nothing was wrong. Did he really love me, or was he just waiting for the courage to leave? I debated whether to confront him. My friends noticed something was off. One night, my best friend Lena sat across from me at a cafe, studying my pale face and restless hands. You have to talk to him, she urged. You can't marry someone who doubts you like this. You deserve certainty. She was right, but my heart resisted. I loved him. I wanted to believe his doubts were temporary, a passing cloud. But how could I build a marriage on shaky ground? A week later, I gathered the courage. We were sitting in his car after dinner, the silence heavy. I turned to him, my throat dry. Daniel, I whispered, I heard the voice memo. The one you sent to your sister. His face drained of color. He gripped the steering wheel, frozen. You heard that? I nodded, tears brimming in my eyes. Is that how you really feel about me? That I'm too much? That you don't know if you love me enough? For a moment, he didn't speak. His jaw clenched, his eyes darting away. Then, finally, he whispered, I didn't mean for you to hear that. I've just been scared. Everything's moving so fast. The wedding, the expectations, the idea of forever. I love you, but I panic sometimes. I shouldn't have said it like that. Shouldn't have said it like that, I repeated, my voice breaking. You shouldn't have felt it like that. The silence between us was deafening. I realized in that moment that love isn't about beautiful proposals or dream weddings. It's about conviction. It's about knowing, deep in your bones, that the person beside you is the one you want no matter what. And if he couldn't be sure, then what was I doing here? I handed him back the engagement ring. My fingers trembled, but my voice was steady. I need someone who doesn't question whether I'm enough. I need someone who doesn't have to figure it out. Daniel's eyes filled with regret, but he didn't stop me. He couldn't. He knew I was right. Walking away was the hardest thing I had ever done. My heart shattered, but in that pain, I found clarity. I realized my worth wasn't defined by someone else's indecision. I deserved a love that was certain, not a love that wavered in secret conversations. Months later, I stood in front of the mirror, no ring on my finger, but a stronger woman staring back. I had poured my energy into myself, my career, my friendships, my passions. And in that process, I found peace. I learned that sometimes the universe intervenes in painful ways to protect us from futures that would only break us. The voice memo that once destroyed me became the very thing that saved me. It taught me that real love doesn't whisper doubts behind closed doors. It speaks boldly. It chooses you, without hesitation. And one day, I know I'll find that kind of love, the love that doesn't need to be figured out. The love that knows.